Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Afna Adi bin Omar and my ID student is 2020843924.
My name is Ahmad Isham Behadi. Matrix number is 2020460 464.
Introduction of the project. In this modern world, the percentage of food demand from the agriculture sector is increasing. This has forced farmers to use methods that are appropriate to the passage of time. The method of planting on the ground or the boundary is not an outdated method or not relevant for now, but an increase in the number of population in a country forces this sector to produce agricultural products at a large rate and in a short time. Therefore, the renewal of cultivation methods or methods to produce abundant agricultural products in a short period of time is very necessary. With this, the demand for food supply in a country will be guaranteed and even be able to develop the economy in the agriculture sector. Fertigation is a method of fertilizing through a drip irrigation system. In this system, liquid fertilizer is channeled in the irrigation. The high availability of nutrients in this system allows fertilizer to be taken up by plants efficiently. In this method, liquid fertilizers and water-soluble fertilizers are used. This method is widely used in crop systems without using soil. As we know, the term fertigation is formed from two English words, namely fertilization and irrigation. The hanging fertigation method is an innovation that introduced in our country. This method not only gives a new idea but also gives a lot of positive impact among farmers in Malaysia. As we know, our country has many different types and contours of soil. This makes it difficult for farmers to make ventures in troubled areas or lowlands. If the area is a lowland area, it is likely that it will give them a big problem. Problems such as drowning or flooding will certainly be detrimental and cause the project to stall. Among the innovations in the cultivation system in the normal fertigation method is with hanging fertigation. This method is able to reduce problems such as flooding and pests. This method is practiced by hanging high polybags from the ground surface and using wood or iron as trusses. With that, the business will be able to continue to be tried even during the monsoon season. The second one is about diagram and detail of project. There are two diagrams that we shown in here, and the explanation of the diagram is fertigation requires either an appropriate irrigation system with a backflow preventer or a DIY setup using valves, pumps, ammeters, and a timer to adapt an existing drip irrigation system. This system using mixture of two fertilizers, A and B. Then they are pumped by irrigation pipe and straight to the plant. The plants that using this system usually planted in cocoa pit or polybag. Hanging polybags with fertigation irrigation system for each plant utilizing PE tubing and a nipper attached to the pump. Planting media like cocoa pit or peat moss are included in each polybag. The structural strain is sufficient to keep this system going for several planting seasons.
My name is Ahmad Isham Behadi, and today I'm going to talk about the step or procedure to use the hanging fertigation. The first step is to prepare the tank. first connect the tank with pipe. The example that the pipe that we use is PVC pipe. Second, fill the tank with water. Lastly, dissolve the fertilizer with the water in the tank. The second step is preparing the growing medium. Fill the poly bags with some dirt or other things, other medium such as cocoa peat or moss peat. The third step is to prepare the hanging place. Pull up to pull within 2 meter range. Tie the pole with rope that's strong enough to support the medium. Lastly, hanging the medium on the rope. Lastly, prepare the fertigation system. Connect the pipe to all the hanging poly bag and turn on the system. Now I want to talk about the advantage and disadvantage of the hanging fertigation. First, we talk about the advantage. The first one is accurate placement of nutrient, meaning where the water go, the nutrient go as well. The second one is as fertilizer are supplied to the water drop system, soil erosion is reduced. Third point is reduce leaching of chemical into the water supply. Lastly, the increase nutrient absorption by plant. Now we're going to the advantage of the hanging fertigation. The first one is the system initiate installment cost is quite costly. Second, fertilizer often cause corrosion in not corrosion resistant part of the fertigation system. Third is potential chemical backflow into the water supply source. Lastly, possible pressure loss in the main irrigation line. That was for me. Now I'm going to pass to my next member that will explain other part of our innovation plan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So for my part, I will present about financial cost and profit, feedback, marketing strategy to introduce this hanging mitigation, and recommendation for financial cost and profit. So the item that cost this hanging mitigation is the first one is fertilizer RM 70 ringgit. Secondly, rope RM 55 ringgit, pole RM 40 ringgit, cocoa peat RM 5 ringgit, polybag medium size RM 10 ringgit, pipe RM 4 ringgit, pump RM 100, tank RM 500. So the total is 744 ringgit. From my observation, these techniques are suitable for problematic areas such as acidic soil condition, peat soil, extinct mining area, breeze soil, and those areas subjected to flash flood. Improvement soil fertility in this area may cost about RM 6,000 ringgit to RM 70,000 per hectare by various soil treatment. This new hanging fertigation system able to reduce attack of soil-borne disease and reduce damage due to flash flood. This simple technology claim to ensure farmers net profit more than 3 times in the case of growing a hectare of cucumber compared those planted by conventional method. So, the for example, the profit of cucumber 1 acre area, the total cost of production is about RM 6,144 and produce 21,175 kilogram of fresh cucumber with ex-farm price at Rm 1 ringgit per kilogram. Gross farm income calculate at Rm 25,175 compared to conventional technology about Rm 10,885 per hectare. So, as I mentioned earlier, uh, this technology able to ensure 3 times profit to the farmers. Okay, next we look at the feedback. So the first feedback of hanging fertigation is that it can increase good income due to increased yield through efficient use of fertilizer and longer economic lifespan of the crop. It also increases productivity and crop quality. Secondly, this method can reduce labor costs in terms of weed control. Weeding work become easier because weed grow less and can use machine easily, and the crop are more fertile and less disease. Third, the use of pesticide can be reduced. Spraying of pesticide and fungicide can be done efficiently and effectively using suitable spraying machinery. The risk of this attack from soilborne can be reduced because among the main advantage of this system is the position of the plant is not on the ground and a smooth fertilization system. The last one is yield can be harvested easily and quickly due to the higher position of the nursery bed as well as the longer plant lifespan. So next, the marketing strategy to introduce. The target market is farmers. We can tell people that there are many benefit and advantage to be found in this hanging fertigation method. So there are two methods. The first one is website and social media. For farmers who use social media can see this method and adopt it. Next, to all farmers or to people who do not use social media, we can introduce this method through a publication in the newspaper. Therefore, the public will know about this hanging fertigation widely. Okay, and the last one is recommendation. So, for the recommendation, the farmers that want to working on the plantation like vegetable and small plant like tomatoes and chili are very recommend to use this fertigation technique because they can save more money for the other uses like pay the staff, plant more crops and so on. This technique can increase the income of the farmers because of the cheap technique but have a good quality. Farmers also can save more time because the yield got matured faster than the normal fertigation. By using normal fertigation, maybe operator harvest their yield twice a year, but by using this technique, operator can harvest their yield 3 or 4 times a year. They can increase double of their normal income. Besides, they can increase their income. They also can sell the organic or almost organic yield to public, which is can make the society getting healthy life. So that's all from me. Next, I will pass the conclusion for the next presenter. Thank you.
The conclusion is hanging fertigation was not something to use because nowadays lots of operators start using this technique. They like to use this technique compared to normal fertigation because the benefit they got. Here we can conclude that hanging fertigation is the favorite technique among the plant operator because of the cost is cheaper than normal fertigation. Besides that, it is also can increase the production of the yield rather than normal fertigation. Moreover, this technique can make the harvesting during getting faster than the normal. Next, this technique also can decrease the pesticide usage and make the yield being organic. So, in the nutshell, we are clear here that hanging fertigation can save almost like 50% cost rather than the normal fertigation. It is also can shorten the duration of the yields to be harvested. Thank you.